In the early days of owning a 3DS, I was scrolling through all the demos on offer when I found an interesting demo that piqued my interest. Witch and Hero. The cutesy 8-bit art style and titular pro tag sold me on the game immediately, so I downloaded the demo, later buying the full game, and sunk so much time playing and replaying the game. I think I used to call it one of my favorite games ever. I liked it so much. Apparently I was the only Witch and Hero fan in existence, as it didn't receive a lot of praise when it came out. Hell, it received negative reviews. But hey, game critics shouldn't affect my opinion on this game, so let me revisit this niche nostalgic treasure from my past and see if it holds up. Witch and Hero follows a witch and a hero, who've attempted to slay Medusa but have failed. This failure has caused the witch to be turned into stone, and now it's up to the hero to guard her in tower defense-like levels while attempting to get vengeance on Medusa. Much like the 8-bit games Witch and Hero visually homages, the story is more so background dressing for the gameplay, which has the hero defending the stone witch from various enemies, though the stoned witch can be briefly unstoned to deliver magic attacks if you collect enough monster catch-up tiers. This seems like a solid gameplay foundation, however, the main problem with this comes in the hero himself. You see, the hero's a wimp and can only attack enemies via charging into them and taking damage himself. When he loses all of his health, you'll need to waggle the control stick to get him back into action before more enemies can attack the witch, as if she dies, it's game over. The hero probably should have had a sword attack or the ability to attack without getting damage himself, but from what little the story tells us, this kind of mechanic is in character for the hero, but I really did wish he and the witch could get some more attacks or upgrades throughout the game, as you can only upgrade existing abilities and it starts to get really repetitive halfway through. With this lack of a compelling progression system and unbalanced difficulty in the levels, it often feels like you're brute forcing your way through the game by dying and trying again and upgrading and dying and trying again and upgrading till you win. I don't have a problem with grind heavy games, but a linear single player adventure doesn't suit the grind heavy playstyle well. Overall, Witch and Hero isn't as good as I remember it being. In fact, it's quite mediocre, but because of that darn nostalgia and fond memories, I still kinda like this game a lot. It's nowhere near my favorite anymore, but something about the raw brute force nature of the gameplay and the aesthetics oddly captivates me to this day. I guess you can consider this my favorite bad game ever, but I still don't consider it bad because of that darn nostalgia. Although there are sequels to this game, so maybe later on I'll play those and see if they improve on the first game's foundation, or if they're just more cheap cash grabs. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the show, make sure to tip your waiters, and I'll see you in the next one.